good. So,
let's just jump right into
let's
In
get into
news.
this.
Well, the world's oldest woman, Susanna Mushat Jones, actually passed this week at 119 years old. I think this headline should rather just be, there is a new oldest person in the world.
That's crazy to think about that.
I
wonder
feel
who
like
it
there's
is.
always, like, the oldest person keeps, like, passing away. But I guess it was the oldest person in America, because she passed away
in America.
New York. But typically, like, they're found, like, in India and stuff, because apparently they, like, live forever.
Like those Asian people, they live
Asian
forever.
people too, yeah.
It is crazy.
I mean, me and my dad made a pact to live to like 100, I think in 10 or something like that. So, I mean,
you want to live that long?
yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I think it's gonna be no problem.
I don't want to live that long. That's mad years.
You sound like my mom. She's like, once I can't wipe my behind anymore, I'm good. I don't need to live anymore.
Okay, that's a pretty,
it's
like, that's a
very
good
motivated.
Also, we wanted to talk about George Zimmerman today.
Yes, so George Zimmerman, who is surprisingly not taking our L of the week, we'll get to that in a second, has put the gun up that he used to shoot and kill Trayvon Martin up for bids. It's starting at $100,000, and you can buy it now for $500,000. He was talking to the media about what he plans to do with the money. He's like, I'm going to use it to support violent, like, what was it, like a cause like against people attacking police. Like, it's an anti-Black Lives Matter thing.
And that's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's trash.
First of all, I want to know who gave him this gun back. Like, because it was a very recent thing. This is why it's happening.
That he got his gun back? I mean...
Yeah, for the one specifically this one that he has back now, he just got it back.
This is the one he used to kill Trayvon Martin. Because from what I've heard, the night that he killed Trayvon Martin, he was given his gun back and told to go home. What? So I don't know if he was so I guess maybe, I don't know, you said who gave him his gun back, like someone took it away again while he was going through trials?
I'm assuming so, because he did have a manslaughter charge that he beat, so...
And he shouldn't have any guns, but he has it now.
That's sus.
George Zimmerman also has a history of being violent, so I don't understand how he still has a gun.
It's just sad that he's capitalizing on, like, the death of a child.
Oh yeah, he's sick. He's sick in the head.
Sick.
I mean, I heard people say that they will buy it for $62 million. I heard someone say that they will buy it for a good reason. They would put it up in a museum or destroy it.
He was trying to lie about it. He's just like, oh, the Smithsonian is interested. And the Smithsonian's like, we never ever said that.
But someone was kind of agreeing with that and said, I would put it in a museum for it to stand for, this evil person. And so
I feel like to put it in a museum, I would put it as the catalyst of all of this. Because I feel like with Trayvon Martin and Michael Brown, like, that really kick-started the whole Black Lives Matter movement. If it was used in that, like, this is basically a symbol of aggression, I would be like, okay, like, how, like, Holocaust museums exist. Do you know what I mean?
No, definitely. I don't think if it was in a museum, people are actually paying to go to this museum in America, like, is there any museum that's actually, like, anti-Black Lives Matter, wholly racist, solely racist?
No, but I feel like if they were going to put it in a museum, I feel like the only tasteful way to really put that in a museum is if you had no mention of George Zimmerman, because you don't want to give him any more attention than he already has been given.
I get that.
And like you said, if it's used as a tribute to talk about, like, the Black Lives Matter, like, it's part of an exhibit,
agree with that.
But I don't think that anyone should give George Zimmerman any more attention. I think we can agree he sucks. I'm surprised no one has actually come out and killed. I really don't know how he's still alive.
Yeah.
I'm like...
Well, doesn't he live in Florida?
He moved, though, I think.
Because they're all crazy in Florida. Like,
Florida is crazy. I've never even been there, but I meet people from Florida.
I just hope no one places a bid on that and it, actually sells, because that's going to go
to...
on
eBay?
Yes, I'm pretty sure it's on eBay.
It's going to go to a racist organization. He's going to help out racist organizations. He's going to make him richer. Yeah. For what?
Moving on to more people taking L's. Azealia Banks gets her life dragged by a 14-year-old.
Oh my gosh. Sky Jackson.
My new favorite person in this world.
Young Sky Jackson of Disney Channel. She actually was previously on a show called Jessie. I don't know if that show is actually still running. As, like, basically, like, a rich adopted kid. This girl, this 14-year-old woman, she's so classy.
She really kept it.
She really is, because originally Azealia Banks came at Zayn Malik's neck for no real reason in particular.
Saying something about how she copied like something petty.
And
she always
saying that he was a curry-scented Punjab, and another phrase that we cannot say on air.
Yeah.
The Muslim community has actually taken that phrase curry-scented Punjab and made it into something beautiful. Basically posting beautiful selfies of themselves being like, you wish you had a curry-scented Punjab. So, I mean, big ups to the Muslim community. But Sky Jackson came to the defense of Zayn Malik, and she was saying, like, when you have One Direction fans, like, on your back, it's not a good look.
And it's not, because there's so many of them. They will, and people stand Zayn Malik, okay?
In particular. And,
yeah.
I mean, what was it? Azealia Banks came at her and was like, you need to develop some hips, you need to go through your menses or something.
What a terrible thing to say to a 14-year-old girl. You're a grown woman. How do you look right now? And it makes me sad because, like...
But who came at who first?
I feel like
I think it was Sky Jackson said something to her, and yeah, she retaliated. And after, I don't know what is going on with Azealia Banks with her. I think she has a lot of built up anger, because I know that she does.
Kind of reminds me of Amanda Bynes in that way, like when she was kind of spinning out of control.
A little bit, but like the thing that gets me mad about Azealia Banks is I actually did like her, and like I think that she's a controversial person. She says a lot of really controversial things, but there's truth to a lot of what she said. But I feel like making racist remarks against Zayn is just like, come on, like you're out here trying to call people out all the time for appropriating culture, for being racist, but here you are doing the same thing. Like, help each other. Yeah. You know what I mean? Don't do that. You're setting everybody back.
Absolutely.
And it's just, and then coming at a 14-year-old girl saying get hips, like she's 14. You know what I mean?
Time.
She has a lot of time, and that's none of your business.
Yeah,
I mean, Sky Jackson handled it like a pro, saying, you know, to fix your life.
Get a
career.
Oh my God.
It's so crazy how snappy these little girls are now, you know, with the clapback.
She's
so young, 14, talking to grown women like that.
She scalped Azealia Banks, and Azealia Banks buys all her hair. Like, oh my God. Like, it was the clapback heard around.
It kind of worries me though when I hear little girls speaking back to older adults like that, and people laugh at it like a clapback. And I understand clapbacks are cool, but sometimes there should be a limit, because then you see little girls in the street talking back to grown folks, and it's like, where's the respect there? And there has to be a line drawn.
But if like that was my child, like I'm not a mom, but if that was my child and I want my kid to stand up for themselves, I would stand up for myself. Like if an older woman came at me like that, I would clap back, because that's disrespectful. Yeah. But it looks worse on Azealia Banks.
To get on her and continue it, because, you know, clearly, like, she's always for racial. Azealia Banks, I see her talking about racial boundaries.
And she makes some valid points. She has
a lot of valid points. I think, you know, when you go through, I see a transition of becoming woke. You learn so much about your history and things that goes on, you know, with white superiority and everything. You could get a lot of anger built up in you. It's like cleansing your whole soul, and until you become into yourself and know that it's not you or your race or it's in a color thing, it's really a bigger thing. It's something that's in a mental disorder people have, racism. And so I feel like you could get a lot of anger built up, and you don't know how to process that anger, and you could say things that really you don't mean and attack other cultures when really that's not the point. And that's where you get away from the point, from her saying those racial slurs to Zayn and then making fun of Sky when she came back at her and said, you know, and so I think she went about it the wrong way. And she actually just said an apology for it, saying that she didn't really mean those racial slurs. She shouldn't, you know, generalize a whole.
Did she say that? But like, here's the thing. Is she apologizing because she means it, or is she apologizing because her label wants her to, and she looks bad, and not for nothing, but her career never took off the way it really should have.
She almost got a show canceled because of the racial remarks.
She got kicked off of a show, actually.
She got the show came back on. The show got she got the show back. So she made fun of that. She was like, the show's back on, but I mean, to anger more people.
Also that she was saying, she said something about how, like, oh, us fighting is how the white people win. Like, this is, like, you have to be aware of this. And I was like, but you were the one who started fighting with everyone.
You're the one who's fighting with a 14-year-old on the internet.
And
you're
like
a grown woman.
Guy, like, for no reason. Like, you're just spouting.
You know what she said? You know what was her point of saying that and justifying the reason she made a racial slur against Zayn? She said because she wanted him to put. She felt like he was putting her in a place underneath him, as if he's not a minority either. You know. So she wanted to tell him a racial slur to put him in a place where he knows that we are all in this together. So that's how she felt.
If somebody comes at me and is like, says the N-word, I'm gonna be offended. Like, if you use the N-word with the hard R, I'm gonna be offended. It doesn't matter if you're a minority. It doesn't matter, like, especially if you're white, but it doesn't matter if you're a minority. I'm gonna be like, why are you talking to me like that? That's unnecessary. To level me out? Absolutely not. No.
I don't think it was an intelligent decision at all to use any racial slurs. There's no, like, reasoning in that. It doesn't make sense to me, but that was her reasoning.
But to be fair, I feel like recently, like in the past years, the only time I hear of Azealia Banks when she's feuding with someone, when she's fighting with Iggy Azalea and now Zayn.
She's going off everyone.
Else.
It started getting unattractive. It wasn't cute, and I'm not even paying attention to her music anymore.
And it's sad because I think she's a good artist. Like, I think she's a very solid artist.
I thought she had one good song, to be honest. Like,
yeah, I like some of her songs.
She has that cool voguing music.
Yeah.
I can do that.
But yeah, congratulations, Azealia Banks. You've received the L of the Week.
A high honor here.
High honor.
Calm down, Azealia. Go take some meditation classes.
Absolutely.
You know, balance your chakras a little.
Yeah, like have some like good food.
Eat well.
Moving on to wellness, I wanted to quickly talk about this